First up is the ultimate one-hit wonder, Michigan J. Frog. Created by Chuck Jones, this singing amphibian appeared in exactly one theatrical short during the Golden Age. The plot was simple. A man finds a singing frog, tries to get rich, but the frog plays dumb in public, ruining the man's life until he locks him back in a time capsule. So, what happened to him? He pulled off the ultimate comeback. In 1995, Warner Brothers dug him out of the vault and made him the literal official face and mascot of the WB television network. He went from a cursed street find to a multi-million-dollar corporate brand later. In the Looney Tunes show sitcom, he was re-established as a super wealthy, retired entertainment celebrity living in Elmore. He went from ruining lives to running Hollywood. Next up is the giant red monster himself, Gossamer. While he's a staple of Looney Tunes merchandise today, he barely existed in the original run. He debuted as a nameless monster under the control of a mad scientist, designed solely to hunt down Bugs Bunny. What happened to him? He was so popular that animators couldn't let him go. He finally got the name Gossamer decades later in a 1980 short. But his biggest evolution happened in the 2011 reboot. Instead of a mindless monster, the Looneyverse reimagined him as a sweet, timid 8-year-old kid who just wants to fit in at school and lives with his mom, who happens to be Witch Hazel. Bugs Bunny has humiliated gangsters, monsters, and hunters, but Cecil Turtle is the only character to beat Bugs at his own game in his very first appearance. Utilizing a network of identical turtle relatives, Cecil completely broke Bugs Bunny's sanity. So, where is he now? Cecil didn't stay a simple race runner. The modern Looney Tunes leaned entirely into his smug, infuriating nature. In recent reboots, he was upgraded into a full-blown recurring villain. He works customer service jobs and security detail just to use bureaucracy, red tape, and malicious compliance to torment Bugs Bunny. He went from an innocent racer to a professional corporate troll. This next duo provided one of the most wholesome, emotional, and referenced shorts in cartoon history. Mark Antony and Pussyfoot. In Feed the Kitty, this massive bulldog takes a liking to a tiny kitten and spends the entire episode putting his own safety on the line to hide her. Where are they today? While they never got a full, long-running series of their own, the Looney Tunes treats them like absolute royalty. They made a high-profile cameo as crowd spectators in the original Space Jam, showed up in Tiny Toon Adventures, and recently received a beautiful, traditional theatrical revival in the modern Max shorts, proving that this tough guy cute kitten dynamic is timeless. Finally, let's talk about Chuck Jones' personal favorite creations, the Three Bears. Comprising the short-tempered Henry, the completely oblivious Giant Son Jr., and the deadpan Ma Bear, this trio was a complete departure from usual cartoon logic, relying on heavy dialogue and family dysfunction. What was their ultimate fate? After a handful of Golden Age shorts, they fell deep into the vault. However, their influence lived on through Animaniacs, where their style of comedy inspired the show's writing. Recently, the modern Looney Tunes cartoons brought them back to their absolute roots, giving them brand new, high-stakes chaotic shorts where Junior is bigger, dumber, and more destructive than ever before.